Hey, David Boston back again, Christian entrepreneur. This is, I think, step 2 in the series that I'm doing on how to select a network marketing company. If you remember that the first principle was, and I think the most important principle was, that the network marketing company that you select must be in line with your purpose. Must be in line with your purpose. So if you don't know what your purpose is, you need to find that out first, because everything else would be almost a waste of time. Number two, the second principle that I want to talk about is your product and or service. I know this might seem kind of obvious, but it must be needed, or it must be the perception of need for the masses must be the reason that this product exists. So if you have a product that the masses don't want, not just a select few, not necessarily a niche, but in network marketing is, can the masses get a handle on it? Do they like the product? Do they need the product? So if your product or service is something that the masses, you can't see the masses doing, then you might want to take another look at maybe selecting another product and or service. For instance, analog televisions now, analog televisions, even though they're still working, people are throwing them away because they've come up with new technology. And that's the thing too. When you look at a product, look at where it is technology wise. I remember there were times when, one company that I looked at was selling a long distance service. And I never joined that company only because I saw long distance prices with the advent of technology continuously going down. So they kept going down and down and down. And eventually what happened was that company had to add other products to its portfolio to even stay viable, because so many other companies are coming in with lower prices. The deregulation of the telecom industry caused the prices to go down, so people were affording new products and new service, and that company would soon be obsolete. Another thing that's going on now is, there are companies out there that are selling, there were companies that were selling, are still selling it, prepaid cellular service. And when cellular service first came out, I remember I had this big phone. It cost about $1,500. It looked like a brick. And the cost per minute was like $1 a minute. But now, and then you had to have good credit and sometimes a whopping down payment. But now, man, there's so many people selling cell phones and cell phone services, almost giving the phones away, and then having no credit check, no contract, none of that stuff. So technology continues to sometimes decrease the value of a product. So you have to be careful about that. Because if you get into a product that is constantly changing with technology, then you could find yourself moving from company to company. Unless the company is innovative and changes with the times, then you find yourself out there having a product that is just totally obsolete, or the customers that you're trying to reach, the people you're trying to reach, can go to the local supermarket or local Walmart or other department stores and get that same product for less. So the product has to be a need for the masses. The more unique your product is, the better it's going to be. And the more of it's in demand, if your product and or service is available and can be accessed by people not only in your country but internationally, the better it is, and the better the scope that you have in making a lot of money by selling to the masses. One of my good friends, Jimmy Phipps, wrote in one of his books one time, excellent statement, I'll never forget it. It says, if you're going to live with the classes, you have to sell to the masses. If you're going to live with the classes, sell to the masses. Now make sure your product is a product with mass appeal, and you can't go wrong. This is David Boston, and this is our series on how to select a network marketing company, and this was number 2. You have to have a product that's in need to the masses. We'll see you. Remember, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better. and your better is best, and we'll see you on the next video.